I've made my choice of books that I plan on reading during the month of May. Curious? Then stick around to see what they are. Well, hello friends, Roger here, and welcome to my channel, Rogers Reads. So today I'm doing my May TBR, and I'm going to be more conservative with this month's TBR, as I don't know how much reading I'm actually going to get done this month. I'm heading out to Quebec on holiday later on this month, so I don't know how many books I'll be able to read, though past experience has shown that I often will read a ton of books during a vacation, but we'll see. I'm also going to be reading mostly ebooks this month, trying to catch up on some of my advanced reader copies, specifically the ones I requested from NetGalley. I think I went a little overboard requesting books from NetGalley, so now it's catch-up time. I usually try to always have my review of ARCs up before a book's publication date, but I think I'm not going to be able to manage that for every book on my list, though I should come pretty darn close. So anyway, on to my TBR. So the first book that I hope to read during the month of May is entitled Where I End, You Begin by Preston Norton. So this follows a young man named Erza, an anxious, neurotic insomniac who has been working up the courage to invite Imogen, the girl he's been obsessing over, to the prom. The only problem is Imogen's protective best friend Winona has made a career out of tormenting Erza for as long as he can remember. Then on the night of the solar eclipse, something strange happens to Erza and Winona. They wake up in each other's bodies. And not only that, but they begin randomly swapping back and forth every day. So this sounds like so much fun. You know, I've always loved the body swapping, body switching trope. And this one even has a little touch of the novel Every Day by David Levithan. So yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. And this is scheduled to be published on June 4th, 2019. So the second book that I hope to read in the month of May is entitled Again But Better by Christine Riccio. So Christine is quite a popular booktuber, and I was tickled when I was approved for an ARC of her upcoming book. So this follows Shane, a pre-med student with stellar grades, but she's unhappy, given that she's made zero friends at school, goes home every weekend, and romance is pretty much non-existent in her life. So she then decides to shake things up and signs up for a semester abroad in London. But it's not smooth sailing for our heroine, as she's definitely outside of her comfort zone. But she does end up learning that with the right amount of courage and determination, one can conquer anything. And I think that there might be a touch of magical realism in this story. It seems to me that it does, though don't quote me on that. Either way, I'll let you know at the end of next month. So the story actually, the purpose of this really intrigued me because I did a year abroad when I was in college, a year abroad. I studied in France for a year. So I always enjoyed this theme in books. So yes, I'm really looking forward to reading it. And it is scheduled to be published on May 7th. So in a couple days from now. Whoops. So the third book that I'm planning on reading in May is entitled Give Up the Ghost by Gene Burke. So this follows immortal Wes Cooper and his vampire partner Hudson Rojas, private investigators, great friends, and I do believe they're lovers as well. But ever since Wes vanquished a demon, his abilities have grown like crazy to the point where they're overpowering and overwhelming him, and he appears to be losing control. So when all hell breaks loose, literally in Toronto, and super strength ghosts are unleashed on Wes and his friends, he and Hudson are thrown into a case the likes of which they've never seen before. So I do love me a paranormal read, and this one sounds like a lot of fun. Vampires, ghosts, and an immortal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. And this is scheduled to be published on June 3rd of this year. So the next book that I hope to read is entitled Superman Dawnbreaker, written by Matt De La Peña. So this is the most recent book book number 4, I do believe, in the DC Icon series. And this follows young Clark Kent before he became Superman. Kind of like an origin story, but not exactly. Kind of follows him before he came into his power. And that's all I really know about it. Now, I've read Batman also in the DC Icon series, which I really enjoyed. So I'm looking forward to reading this one this month. So the next book that I'm reading this month is another ghost story, and it's entitled The Hungry Ghost by Delana Storm. You know, I probably should have read a lot of these in October. So in this story, a hungry ghost escapes from a dark realm into the human world and enters into the unconscious body of a woman named Sam. So then Sam appears to miraculously awaken from her accident-induced coma, and her female lover, alcoholic ex-husband, and a well-meaning family member all have to come together to try and stop the ghost from devouring everything Sam once loved. So I take it that they figure out pretty quickly that Sam's not really Sam. So I do love a good ghost story, so I'm looking forward to delving into this one. So the last book on my list is entitled The Lovely and the Lost, written by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I'm actually reading this now. I started on the 1st of May, and it follows Kira Bennett, whose earliest memories are of living alone and wild in the woods. She has no idea how she got there or who her family is or was. But she was rescued eventually and adopted by Cora Bennett. Though she still struggles with human interaction all these years later, but she excels at the family business, which is search and rescue. So Katie's estranged father, Bales Bennett, tracks his daughter down and enlists for her help in locating a missing child. As the search intensifies, Kira becomes obsessed with finding the missing little girl because she knows all too well what it's like to be lost in the wilderness fighting for survival alone. But this case isn't simple. There is a lot more afoot, a lot more going on here than a single missing girl. And at the same time, Kira's memories begin to resurface and threaten to overwhelm her at every turn. So as the danger mounts, long-held family secrets come to light. That's all I pretty much do about this going into it, and I am on the home stretch at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully I should finish this either today or tomorrow, but I will be talking about it in my mid-month wrap-up. And that is it. I think I'm going to keep my TBR at 6 for now, though I probably will end up reading more. But with my trip and nice weather on the horizon, there was no telling how my reading month may go. Though I should be able to nail a couple of audiobooks during the long drive to Quebec there and back. So how about you? What are you reading this month? Let me know in the comments. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. And if you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you click the like button below, as it helps my channel get noticed by others. And that about does it. I will talk to you in the next video. Roger and out.